Good morning, Dave here. Down at Astoria, Oregon, we're rebuilding a Baldwin steam locomotive. It's a 282, and we're in the process of moving the frame underneath the boiler now. So we've been working at this a long time, and finally got to this point. First, we had to rebuild the firebox and put in all brand new stay bolts and everything, and it took quite a while to do all that work. And so we're finally getting to the point where we can start moving this thing in. And here's the front of it, where the steam pistons are and the steam shuttle on the front. So we're looking at the front of the Baldwin locomotive, and this is a 282, like I said. I believe I said before. So it has two wheels in front, 8 drivers, and 2 wheels in the back underneath where the engineer is located. We'll take a look around here and see what we can see inside here as we're trying to move this in. And right now the guys are removing some supports that were supporting the back part of the firebox and the bottom part of the boiler there. They were supporting underneath in the middle there, so we're getting rid of all those blocks there so we can continue pulling it in. Everything's going pretty smooth. We've got a temporary track laid down there. You can see it right there where the guy's stepping, and that was just flat bars, all it is. And so now we're going to continue pulling here a little bit after these guys get out of the road there, and we'll see if we are successful here. The back part that drops down, that is where the firebox is, and the outer skin of the boiler there. And on the side and right in the front portion there, you can see stay bolt areas there. Those are bolts that hold the outer skin to the firebox, so it doesn't change. And when the temperature changes, they flex a lot. So you have to have a lot of bolts in there to hold them steady. Right here, we're getting ready. We're removing the tarp that was on there. It was rainy the other little bit today, so we wanted to keep the water out of the main bearings there. You can see one of the bearings in the back there, and those we already got those oiled and everything, so we'd like to keep water out of them. And we're going to start pulling again. Okay, here we are. We're starting to pull again. Actually, what happened there in between that you didn't see is we had to actually move the back of the boiler up a little bit, because we're a 1/4 inch low and that back was going to hit. So that's why he's looking down there, and we just barely missed it this time even. So that was real good there. We didn't want to crash into that, because the Caterpillar outside has got the winch on it, and there's just a little window there where he's got the cable through. So we had to make sure that we don't jerk it into that and pull the whole darn thing shemang down on top of us. We're just getting close to being in position here. You can see one of the journals there for the drive shafts there. Those wheels all have to be spaced properly so that those push rods will actually fit on each one of those journals at the same time on both sides. Okay, now we're getting very close to the end of the pole here, and that's the cradle that goes underneath the smoke box. That opening there is an opening where the steam actually jets up right into the stack, and it actually causes a draft inside of the boiler. And here we got it right in position right now. It's not dead on yet, but it's close enough for us right now to get positioned for another day's work there. We have a measurement that we have to do from the front steam cylinder to the corner of the firebox area there, and that measurement has to be precise. And these plates that you see I'm pointing at there, there's a plate that has to gusset that has to be made there, and a gusset that has to be made over here in this other rail there, and those all have to be in position perfectly so that we can we can put a half-inch plate in there and drill all the holes and everything to hold the boiler up after it's dropped down onto the frame. Right now it's all above the frame, not even attached to the frame. And we'll go up here and take another peek at stuff here. Where was the front portion of the cradle? Okay, here's a picture of the actual light, and then underneath is a picture of what before we pulled in the frame. Another picture of the light up above, and then there's when we had it pulled in position, and we're off center a little bit. We're hoping it's going to slide down into the cradle properly there. That's what our hope is. Thanks for